Hey everyone, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and we're gonna do a review for the I Am Groot shorts. I will say I originally had started writing for this one, and about through the third episode, I was kind of like, "There's really nothing to write about." Not in a good or bad way, in a neutral way, because they're short, and yeah. So there's really, I'm gonna try my best to explain what's in my head about this show or shorts right now. So I want to say this is probably the most kid-friendly Marvel thing in the world. As in, like, I was sitting there and it felt almost like I was watching like Cocomelon or something like that, where it was definitely made for little kids, but at the same time it had very dark humor too. So it was a very mixed message. I mean, there's like a part where Groot kills an entire civilization of people by stepping on them, but then at the same time it also feels like it's like a toddler show, and it's like just very mixed message in my opinion. Obviously, since it's about Groot, there's not a lot of talking except for one short. Or actually, there's like one line in another short too. But yeah, it's putting Groot through different situations. I guess it is canon to the Marvel timeline because it fits in between Guardians 2 and Avengers Infinity War. So yeah, the first one, I guess, in order would be Groot's first steps, where he's like getting groomed by stuff that starts grooming a bonsai tree. So he tries his best to get out of the pot that he's in, and then he falls over and ends up out of the pot, and then has fun with the bonsai tree. And then I don't know if this is chronological from here. I just figured out that was the first one. But we'll save my favorite one for last. And I'll explain why that one's my favorite one. Then there's one where Groot's alone on the ship and hears like something moving. So he's trying to find it, and it's like moving around by him. It's kind of like supposed to be like a little scary. And then they appear in front of Groot, and it's like this liquid that like morphs into Groot, and they have a dance off. And then this is one of the ones that has lines. The ooze starts talking, "No, you're dancing wrong, it's like this," and Groot leads it to an airlock and sends it out the airlock. Again, dark humor and something that's like really made for kids. So it's like a very mixed message, which then we'll go to the other one that's very dark. So Groot lands on a particular planet, and he tries to build a treehouse that gets ruined by a bird. And when that happens, he picks up a rock, and under the rock is a civilization of like many people. And like he's trying to interact with them, and he basically is torturing them because like his breathing is like a tornado of wind. Him jumping around is like an earthquake and everything. The people are freaking out. They start throwing stuff at him, and it just like tickles his face because it's really tiny. And then he falls over and farts out a leaf, and then the people fall in love with him, and they're eating the leaf and everything. So he goes to another tree to grab more leaves, and he steps on the entire civilization. He actually doesn't kill them though. They kind of pop out of the rubble and start eating leaves again, but like still it's like implied that he thinks he killed them. Which again, very dark. Which also leads to this next one, which is Groot taking a bath, where he's, I think, on the same exact planet, because I think that's the same bird. And he's like doing a mud bath, and keeps growing a bunch of leaves. and making different hairstyles for himself, and he's being really, really loud, and this bird gets annoyed. He runs out of dirt, and the bird starts attacking him, but the bird's laughing at him runs out of water. When the water runs out, the bird's laughing at him, so again, dark. He shears the bird and uses him as a scarf. Which, again, like, oh my god, this gets really dark. And now it's time for the last one, which is my favorite, which is Magnum Opus. And it's the one that feels the most like it would be in Guardians of the Galaxy. We got music playing, which I wrote the song down. Let me see what it was called. It was You Can Get It If You Really Want by Jimmy Cliff. And basically Groot's causing explosions and using fire, which again shouldn't be teaching little kids, to create a picture, and Rocket Raccoon shows up, and we actually get lines from Rocket, and at the end the ship's on fire, causes a hole in the bottom that almost sucks Rocket out, and Groot saves him. That one's my favorite. This gets a really big mixed message from me. Like, I know it probably wasn't made for kids, it was made for Marvel fans. I mean, you know what I mean. It wasn't made for, like, my 2-year-old cousin. It was made for Marvel fans. But at the same time, it felt that way to me. Maybe it's just I've been around my cousin too much and I'm watching too much Coco Melon and Baby Shark and stuff like that. But it really felt very, like, early age television. But at the same time, it had more adult themes to it too. Well, not adult, but like edgy themes to it too, for something of that caliber. I enjoyed it. At the same time, I was like kind of sick of stuff like that. So I was very mixed. And what I thought during Magnum Opus, I thought two things that were very important that I took away from the show. One, Baby Groot is a lot more mean than Grogu. And two, I hope Star Wars doesn't make a Grogu series like this. I feel like Baby Groot and Grogu are the two, like, big Disney characters from their two big franchises. And Baby Groot came first. I feel that Grogu was kind of a little bit of a copy of Baby Groot. And I feel like they're seeing, oh, if this goes good with Groot, let's do this with Grogu. Don't. But yeah, so I gotta give this series, I'm gonna rank it out of 5. Give it a 3.5 out of 5. So 7 out of 10. Is it essential? Not really. Is it actual canon? Yes. But yeah, so let's go ahead and sign off here. It's that nerd Ryan telling you to have an amazing day. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Bye everyone. I am Groot.